What the hell was this? Oh, come on, dude. Gotta share this to 10,000 places. In my opinion, everybody needs to know this. Whether it's somebody with one of these that's thinking about getting it tinted, or whether this is someone who does window tinting or is considering doing window tinting, this is one of the things that you need to know. And it's mind-blowing to me that someone that's been doing this shit for God knows a decade, someone that's been doing this for a decade is telling people that this is okay. A massive amount of people. What really pisses me off is when people with a following, with an influence, gives out horrible advice, horrible tips. And maybe this person is mistaken, or maybe this Sean is mistaken. But after I've left, I don't know how many comments, and there has yet to be a correction video. So I don't know what I got to do to get this dude's attention, but I'm not going to stop, dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that this man who's been tinting way longer than me is telling thousands of people that doing some shit like this is acceptable. And every window tinter I've talked to, everyone has said, no, it's not okay. I don't know if it's pride's in the way, because some people, it's too fucking much. They'll send their own kid to hell before they admit they made a mistake. I hope to God this dude ain't like that, bro. It takes a real man to admit when they made a mistake. Kind of like that shop in Florida that said, Dodge Charger, oh, you can only put ceramic tint on that. Dealer recommendation. I called the dealer. They didn't hear shit about that. As soon as I got on the phone with them, I called another tint shop from around here, one of the biggest ones, said, no. Hell no. They laughed at me. Just like I laughed at the window tint. My buddy who told me a window tint shop in Louisville, Kentucky said, oh, VW, Jetta, we got to take the door panels off on those because they're German cars. And you got to do it. You got to do it with those. We got to charge you more. No, you don't. I made a video of me double two-staging one without taking the door panels off. Either they're mistaken or they're willfully lying to people. I don't like either one of those things. So, whenever this place opens, I'm going to call them out of respect. Because, look, I don't have to say a fucking word, dude. I can let this dude continue on spreading misinformation, or I can do something to try to help this guy, right? I have respect for this dude, every window tinter, one way or another. And I'm taking it upon myself to help this individual know, even if this guy didn't, I wouldn't think it would be as big of an issue if this dude didn't have so much influence on the tint community. He goes to all these conventions. He's got a shit ton of fans. And I'm happy for this guy. I've learned a lot of shit from this guy. And when I see shit like this, I'm like, what? It's kind of like when I went back and watched one of the first window tint videos I saw on YouTube. I'll come back to this dude. Dude name, he goes by the name of Tint Man out of South Carolina. And that's one of the videos that got me interested in window tinting. Talking about you can turn your stimulus money, the detailed guide to turn your $1,400 stimulus check into a six-figure window tinting business. And I watched this video.
But keep in mind,
this is what got me hyped to start doing window tinting.
$600 stimulus check, and you trying to figure out what you could do with that money to start making you money, right? This is something that is super realistic.
This is the video that got me hyped up. I was like, well, fuck, if $1,400 and I can start making six figures a year, hell yeah, let me get on it. I watched this video. This dude went to, and I've reacted to this video before a long time ago. And man, there could be nice people that just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's not a good thing. There's plenty of good people out there who are misinformed. And this video right here proves to me just because someone has done a thing for a long time does not make them good at it. This guy does. And I'm not trying to bash this guy. This guy seems like a good-hearted dude. He took time out of his day to help people. But you're helping people in the wrong way, dude. The message behind it is good, but the execution is not. I see why this guy charges $100 a tint job. I'm going to zoom forward. So basically, this dude is with his uncle, and his uncle's a window tinter, and he's going to
after you apply it to the window.
AutoZone.
What I do is I use a hard card. This is
and about maybe
hard card looks like.
50% of what he says is good advice. The other
where you have to use it, but you can take all your
percent is not good.
This only costs.
Number one, he's been doing it for this long, and this video came out when? 4 years ago. 4 years ago, did GeoShield still exist? 4 years ago, did 10X exist? 4 years ago, did High Tech exist? Oh, Tint Depot. I mean, that's just to name a few. Solar Guard, Solar Effects, any other window tint brand that you don't have to be part of the cool club in order to get the time of day. Like, you're still buying film from, you're buying film from fucking AutoZone, bro. That's where people go that don't know what the fuck they're doing. I knew from like the first few months, don't use that fucking shit.
$5.49.
And it's been doing it for years, and he's talking about if you buy enough from here, they give you a deal.
That's about it. So you would need 3 boxes like this. This is the short box, and I'm gonna show you the long box, which is trucking at you.
Richer than a drug dealer.
Which is my favorite.
And I hate bashing somebody with a good heart, and it's not bashing, it's just correcting bad, because I'm not going to talk bad about this dude, because that's disrespectful. But this dude is incorrect on so many labels. He's going to AutoZone and buying window tint. That's the first fucking mistake. Maybe just to practice a little bit, but you're going to spend, dude, if you break it down, what you're paying per foot, dude, it costs that shitty film from AutoZone, Walmart costs just as much as like entry ceramic. When you could go to look, 4 years ago, did Amazon still exist? Did Rock Rose still exist? You could buy 100 foot of that shit for $1 a foot from Amazon. Rock Rose is better than this shit. I've used them both.
This is very good.
So just because, look how he's cutting, for God's sakes, dude, look how he's cutting out the side window.
See how you got it right here?
I can just see the rubberiness.
When you put the tint on the inside, it's going to go all the way up to the top of the top.
Just watch how he cuts out the side window. And I hate.
They see bubbles in it.
Seems like a good dude, man, but look how he's cutting it out. Watch how he cuts out the side window. And once I learned how to tint from Matt and stuff on YouTube and seeing other people, including Sean, I go back and watch this and I'm like, what?
Come over here. We start cutting our tint.
Right,
watch
so
this.
If you cut it right, you can make it last.
You can make it last.
No, dude.
But since we're doing two different styles,
you did that? I mean, I guess you can, but there's no way in hell that top edge is nice.
Because really, actually, I forgot to tell you too again. This one roll right here,
and I hate it because this dude, I don't know. Look.
In the garage, I can do this no problem, right?
What if it shifts?
Like this here, like that.
What you can't just cut on the outside like that. Like some of his info is all right, but his technique, dude, it's like I watch this guy and this.
Right there, slide it right there. That's how you save the tint.
Yeah, it's good to save the scraps, but once you start seeing him install this shit,
straight. Take your finger, put that button all the way up, and there you go. That's what looks like a micro cut. You know?
And he doesn't shrink it at all on the outside. He shrinks it on the inside. That's how Luke burned up his fucking Luke Martin had burned up his buddy's car the other day.
Space right there. That's what you call a micro cut.
I
mean, the edge don't look too bad considering he cut it up.
Hard card, my squeegee like that, slide across the top.
And I don't think that hard card, that's a Bondo card. I don't know if that's been smoothed or what. That could be scratching the shit out of the film. And look, you can see the blueness. So yeah, he did.
That's what the purpose of me telling you about overlapping the tint when you cut. My phone's ringing, don't pay attention to it. Don't worry about it. Now I'm going to take this and start smoothing.
Look at this, dude.
We're going to go in one direction,
crunching it.
One direction only.
Not crunching it in the seal.
What if
Damn.
somebody is tinting a car window that has like cloth in?
They have them on sale.
And then he starts heating it on the inside because he didn't shrink it on the outside. Yeah. Look, this is how shout out to Luke burn up his buddy's car. This is not good advice, dude. This is not good advice. From a nice dude, but this is bad advice. And it's sad, dude, because some people are and some people are not receptive to feedback.
When you finish the whole car, it'll creep out on you, but you let it drive. But at the same time, like I said, I'm talking right now. We're gonna still.
And the way he grabs this film, and I'm gonna switch gears, go to this Challenger, but I'm just making a point here. Dude charges $100 a vehicle, no matter what it is. Watch how he splits the film.
Right here.
Look, he's already touched it. Look, he just touched it. Well, he touched the sticky dry film with his finger. We see that, right? You can't do that, man. So he's already got a fingerprint on it. I know better than that. So he's already touched the film. It dries, sticky, no wet, moisture on it at all. Number two, he's touching it again. He touched it 3 times. He's putting fingerprints all over the fucking tint. He's touching it.
You want to do it slow it down. Like I said, if dirt or anything gets onto that, you got to start all over because it's not gonna come off. This is a real strong adhesive that's on. So
yeah, a real strong adhesive, and you're touching it with your dirty fingers.
You want to go ahead and start wetting it down. That way nothing will get on it, right?
And then just watch how he grabs it.
Now, this part here, you want to wet this down. This is already been cleaned.
No shrinking.
We did that. The same routine.
And he's 2-staging it with no shrinking, so you're.
All the windows before you even start this.
It's kind of sad, man, because he could be so much better. I don't know if he just learned on his own and nobody else showed him, and he's doing these bad, dirty jobs, and people are thinking it's good just using this. Look how he's grabbing.
So that's better than Windex.
Damn, dude. Look how he's grabbing the top with your finger.
Cleans the inside and the outside. Very good.
Look how he's grabbing it,
Glass
dude.
Pro Cleaner is better than Windex.
Better than Windex.
Yeah, if you're going to use it for tint.
And watch the installation, man.
Give it that micro cut look.
Oh, it's bad, dude.
Slid it to the top for the micro cut.
Look at crunching it in there, crunching it.
Slid it to the top. All right. We're going to take that.
He's good to just squeegee the top part, but dude,
And I always start
look at this
push
shit.
it down. Take your time and push it down. You don't have to
Crunching
be-
it in. What if that's a tight jettison?
Take your time. Like I said, this car is my best friend too.
No, dude, you know tuck tool, no tri-edge.
You know, slide it all the way down. Like
You hear
that?
that?
Keep it in my wallet. Sometimes you got a little gap, it's still loose enough where
You ever watch someone that thinks they know what the fuck they're doing and they don't?
or anything like that.
Or you watch somebody doing a bad job? I know a guy that does detailing. In his head, he believes he's doing a good job. But I've talked to his customers like one-on-one outside of that, and they bring it up. They're like, he's not really. I'm like, no. He thinks he is.
Don't let it discourage you.
But he's not.
Because the bubbles are going to continue to go back. They really like bubbles, but their fingers that, as you can see, like this.
And then look at that. Look at that, dude.
Time and push it out like that.
You could have just shrink it. Nobody told him you could just shrink it on the outside first. You wouldn't have that bringing in dirty water. But this, all right, this leads to this point. Sean from Window Tint Warriors. Video came out 7 months ago, dude. He's got over he's got 64,000 subscribers. I watched this video, I think when it came out, because I like the dude's content, right? And I've seen pretty much every one of his damn videos. I've seen all the top tenors on YouTube's videos. And when I saw I had to go back and rewind it when he starts talking about this right here.
All right. Sometimes it's so tight you got to leave a little bit of a light gap. There's a very small fraction of a light gap. You actually won't even, I can't even see it, but if I look up really close, I can see it because the gasket's so tight on some of these. I want to start squeegeeing it out from the center.
Dude, that crushed me, bro. I'm like, damn. That made me look at this in a whole new way. I will ask myself, how can a dude this successful doing all these nice high-end cars fumble the fucking ball like that? As you can see in this video, and I'm sure you're gonna see this, Sean, you took all the door panels off. Not a bad idea, or not the door, the trim, the pillars. You took that apart, but you could have took out a few clips and not had to have a fucking light gap, dude. Look, and I've made comments about it. And look at this. This video's been out 3 years ago, bro. I don't know if he watches Matt's videos, but even if you don't, how do you not know this? You know how to take off you're the window tinter takes off all the door panels. Like that. Like nothing. It's impressive. But you didn't know that all that seals tight. You could just take out these 4 fucking, nobody's told you that. You go to all these conferences and not one fucking person has said, hey, just pulled you to the side respectfully. Hey man, see that video where you was talking about a light gap. You did a light gap on the bottom of a Challenger. You know, that's not acceptable, right? Like, I don't know anyone that talks about leaving light gaps. No, just listen. There's like 4 clips, bro, behind the rear seats that you just pop them out and you could pull the thing back. You know, nobody's been a friend to you and told you this, bro. I seen the videos of you hanging out and partying, so no one had the fucking consideration to fucking help you not look like this.
The guy in chat just called it. Okay, so here's the next tip for this rubber strip here. I used to always try and tuck it in. Done it forever. It's still a pain every time I go to do it. I hate doing it. I didn't realize that this was the case.
Sean, listen.
So I need to be smaller for one because when you
sorry, none of your friends, tinter buddies told you this shit.
When you lower these seats down, these push pins, you pull that out, and then you hold that.
You don't even need a fucking tool.
Just enough to give you that space right behind the glass. Oh my God, I wish I knew this way earlier. Somebody in chat suggested it last time, and I just happened to look into it today. This is going to be such a lifesaver, and I should have been doing it for a long time.
See, even Matt didn't know this up until 3 years ago, but he still tucked it in. If you heard what he said, it's a pain to tuck in. But Matt still, I've never seen Matt talk about a light gap or trimming no rubber. And I see you as Matt as professionals like at the top of the game. A light gap is not acceptable, dude. I'll do a poll. I'm banned from 31310, but do a fucking poll and ask, is a light gap at the bottom of these windows acceptable? See how many fuckers say yes. It's not. And I'm sorry that you believe that, dude, but it's not okay. And I've let you know this in the comments on this video. I've let you know in the comments, and you have yet to make a correction video. You make all these other videos. Look, how many of you made up since this? So you were aware of it months ago. You've made 1, 2, 3 videos since that one. I don't see no fucking update. It's okay to admit you made a mistake. It's okay to say you were wrong. It's okay to say you didn't know. What's not okay is you knowing this shit now and letting your 64.8 thousand subscribers continue on thinking that shit's okay. Or are you too fucking pride? Is your ego or your pride too big to say, no, it is okay? Please, God, don't be like that, dude. Don't be the person that inside you know it's fucking wrong. It's not about I'm right, you're wrong. It's about what is right and what isn't wrong. 3 videos. You can't get your camera guy to hold the fucking camera up for 1 fucking few minutes and say, hey, it's brought to my attention. It's not even, don't even mention me. Just say, hey, I found out that you could fucking, a method to easily, to eat. I can't even speak. I'm so fucking flabbergasted, dude. Basically just say, hey, what I did wasn't okay. Here's what I should have done. It's that simple. Because you got people that fucking look up to you, man. People that admire you, people that learn from you. And they're going to go on and possibly train people in the future telling them this shit. You're going to have a whole fucking group of people, a whole army of people that think leaving a light gap is okay. And people are going to look at them like they're fucking stupid. They're going to look their customer in the eye and tell them, yeah, this is okay. Either the customer's going to go along with it, believe it, or the customer's going to be like, what? I used to have one of these before. My buddy's got one. Ain't no light gap. It's going to make them look stupid. Come on, man. What the fuck, dude? I don't understand. Takes it a few minutes. Just make a video. You don't even need a tool. Just pull it back. You're having all these people watching this thinking that light gap is open. And then you contradicted yourself. You fucking lied. You said you can't see it. Well, like, which one is it? Can you or can you not see it? It's either there or it isn't there. It's okay to be wrong. I'm not laughing at you or making fun of you, dude. I don't know you. But what I do know is that you appear to be a pretty damn good tenor, very successful. You probably got 2 commas in your bank account. That's awesome. And you have a large following. You have a huge influence on a lot of people. And what I want to know is why none of your buddies, your tenor friends, have let you know, whether in private or whatever. There's no way. You know all the Texas Tip Masters, the Marco, and see hanging out with them. Nobody's fucking seen this and had enough fucking respect to help you correct your mistake. And they call themselves your friends. I don't know them specifically if they have or not, but I'm just saying it took me to bring this to your fucking attention. You don't even know me. I don't even know you. And none of your buddies that have said something. Why is that? Are you the type of dude that people are too afraid to fucking tell you anything because you'll chew their ass out? I hope not. I don't know. I'm in the dark.
I can't even see it, but if I look up really close, I can see it because sometimes it's so tight you got to leave a little bit of a light gap. There's a very small fraction of a light gap. You actually won't even.
So there's a small fraction of a light gap. But you won't even see it. Does that mean it's not there? If a tree falls in a forest and nobody hears it, did it make a sound? The answer is yes. Because bugs are out there. Birds hear it. Snakes hear it. Bears hear it. Monkeys hear it. God hears it.
I can't even see it, but if I look up.
You can't even see it. So can you see it or can you not see it? I don't know, dude.
Really close, I can see it because the gas.
You and I both know what happened, dude. Everybody that knows tent knows exactly what happened right here. Here's the pink outfit in the room. You didn't spray enough fucking water and it tacked up on you. That's why you keep rubbing it like it's some chick's nice ass. You keep rubbing that fucking pattern thinking it's going to move, but you know you're on camera and it's not fucking moving. It's tacked up. So you're trying to do an audible and say, oh, it's acceptable because you know you're on camera. That's what I think. You're trying to tuck it down. That's why you keep fucking moving it. I've seen this, dude. You try to fucking move it so damn many times that you're rubbing the fucking percent off.
Sometimes it's so tight you got to
look at you moving.
A little bit of a light gap. There's a very small.
Or you're moving fingers around, but you're trying to push it down.
I can't even see it, but if I look up really close, I can see it because the gas gets
so
you're
tight
smoothing
it out. Now you're smoothing it out. It looked like you were trying to push it down earlier.
All right. Sometimes it's so tight you got to leave a little bit of a light gap. There's a very small fraction of a light gap. You
could be wrong, but it looked like you're trying to push it down earlier.
But if I look up really close, I can see it. Get this release liner off now, because if you try to push against it, the release liner might start sliding before the tint
That's
does.
true.
So we got that.
Okay, you shifted it down.
The biggest trouble is going to be, most of the time, getting it into this rubber down here. Which,
right, it's not
once
easy.
you get it past it, it's fine.
Okay,
but
yeah, that's where you're trying to shift
the
it.
glass and the rubber.
That's, yeah, right there.
Bit tricky.
It's not moving.
You just got to kind of like push on it to get the tint between the gasket and the glass, and then move it a little bit more. And if it bunches up, just push on it again.
It looks like it's pretty fucking stuff on there. It looks like it's not wanting to move. I heard your fingers go whoosh. It's not wanting to move. And I think.
All right. Sometimes it's so tight you got to leave a little bit of a light gap. There's a very small fraction of a light gap. You actually won't even. I can't even see it, but if I look up really close, I can see it because the gasket's so tight on some of these. I want to start squeegeeing it out from the center. Ooh, it's hot. It is hot. I like to use my side swiper against.
Like, I've watched everything's good, dude. This one fucking thing. I've left comments on other videos saying, thanks, man. Saying, oh, I appreciate it. I have on the Corvette one. I've seen every one of them. Oldest, the first one. 12 years. And what I'm wanting to know is how have you been doing it 3 times longer than me? 3 times the amount of time. And you don't know this. It's okay. I'm not trying to berate you. You got skills, man. Seem like a funny dude. You remind me of dude from Jersey Shore. Not the situation. Other dude with the spiky hair. And that's a compliment. Party dude. Probably get a lot of hot chicks. Good looking guy. If I rode on that side of the street, you know, who knows? Maybe I'd hit on you. You probably, you know, you don't look like the dude that does. He probably beat me up, but you're cute, good looking dude, professional. You always got the collared shirt on. I like your tats. Right? Looks like you do a lot of push-ups. And I see where you started out at. Look, first fucking video. Looks like you're in your garage. All right?
What's up, guys?
Look,
today I'm going to teach you
solar
how to
guard.
tint a car window.
You didn't have good, you had shit audio, the lighting shit, your little bit ass shop. And I respect where you came from there. What's that in the, hey, a shop's a shop, right? But I think it's cool that you've worked your ass off. Look, you're taking the car with snow all over it. Now I seen that you got an infrared fucking $800 or whatever, $1,800 heat infrared fucking lamp thing to probably melt that shit off at your shop now. I like respect where you came from right there and worked your ass off to right here. Look at this change up in 12 years. Look at that.
Completely.
Just that section of tint right there, what you got on that fucking wall, probably costs more than a new Corvette. Just all them tools and shit. It's awesome what you've accomplished, man. But what is fucking not okay, in my opinion, is you not updating your fans, your followers. Followers, that sounded like some, now I'm starting to turn into a New Yorker. Your followers. And letting them know, hey, I made a mistake, dude. Or is your fucking pride in the way? Because like I said, if nobody believes me, let's go on 313 Tint, or I'll call fuck out tomorrow, today. I'll call 10 different tint shops and ask every fucking one of them if it's okay to put a light gap in. Why am I so worried about this? Because I'm thinking about the tinter who was new, like me, and you were a tinter. Every one of us was the new guy who was confused, who was getting so much different information thrown at them. They didn't know what to do. And I see now that you got to. I mean, I've been seeing you got a following, and you influence a lot of tinters. A lot of new tinters are looking up, and they're going to believe that it's okay to leave a fucking light gap at the bottom of a Dodge Challenger rear window when it's not, dude. I'm thinking about them who are getting misled, whether intent. I don't believe it's intentional. Maybe nobody told you. So I'm gonna quit beating the dead horse. I don't know how the hell none of your buddies or whatever tint guys have respectfully been like, hey man, because there's a way to tell someone that they're doing something wrong, or maybe you're the type of guy that you don't like being told. Maybe you think you fucking know it all. I know people like that take no criticism. Maybe all that money got to you and can't nobody tell you shit. Maybe you surround yourself with yes men. I don't know. I just want to know why the fuck you haven't made an update video, because I made a comment about this twice. I see no updates. That's my problem. And I'm going to keep fucking. I just want to know why you won't make a fucking video, dude. What is it? That's all I got to say.